goodness. Let's answer some questions while we wait for a bit of information from Blue. The Buzzer One is asking,
Okay,
why
we're
isn't there
live.
launches on the West Coast? What? There are.
Oh.
There's a bunch of launches. What? What's funny? What's so funny? Huh?
Didn't even notice that there are launches on the West Coast. That must have hurt.
Yeah, because I'm not there. What would you rather have, Adrian? Starbase coverage or West Coast coverage? From me.
As in, like,
Okay.
I mean, Starbase.
Mystic, you there?
Das, I don't know if you heard that. Das just yelled in the background, Starbase. Das, why are you awake? Go to sleep. Oh, he said making cameras. All right, that's fair. Stay awake.
I love how like that's like the most casual answer ever of like making cameras. Everybody else sounds like when you make scrambled eggs.
Yeah, you would think when we got the day delay here in Starbase, it would be like, okay, cool, everybody get some rest. It's like, no. Okay, cool.
And
what is all the remaining things that we can do that we didn't have time to do that we can now do?
How to use the next 24 hours efficiently?
I think
I'm
DOS
going.
is currently accomplishing
I'm gonna put you here
1 million.
so you can watch it.
The entire team for just cranking it out.
I won't be able to hear you. By the way.
Okay. Week, time. I don't even.
Mystic, are you there?
Starship was gonna launch on Monday.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was.
I think that's good.
Times.
I'm gonna.
Cool.
Okay.
Remember when Nuclear N was gonna launch last year?
Yes, I do also remember that. Thank you, Ryan.
Wait, why? There was no reason.
Okay.
To bring all this pain.
New Glenn, potentially in 10 minutes. The go or no go poll is going right now, so it's on hold.
I'm hearing in our back channel that the reason or the issue
we'll see
for the
if it launches right now.
Was a wayward boat.
Oh.
Yep.
It's not even their fault.
And there's a tweet from Blue themselves entering unplanned hold due to range red for a wayward boat. New T0 forthcoming.
For everybody that just chat and chat that the Blue Origin's fault a few minutes ago when it was a hold, I want to point out you owe this.
Lower,
you an apology.
they'll get rotor washed.
What, Julia?
I said I can see the helicopter hovering over where I believe the range violation is in the it's actually straight ahead of me, but off on the horizon. And if that helicopter
all right, so
would
big rocket
they'll get rotor washed.
launching right now.
If they don't
we have is that 34 minutes? That's yeah. All right, we're gonna have to wait longer.
Time to pull up marine traffic.
So
I don't think they're.
Well, they just need to like finish this up already.
Nah, they can't do it.
For the old tweeterillo there, we can show on screen.
That's a more
potentially have a
reasonable volume.
This is the most
okay.
professional way of doing it, but last minute stuff. I think I might.
So we've got another delay. Let me change the stream title.
And it's doing this racetrack holding pattern in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right here. This could potentially have something to do with the range violation.
I have to go, so.
Dang.
But the other helicopter
well,
all the way down here
see you then.
is now currently going up and down the jetty. So
yeah.
It's the most probable helicopter going after that boat. So on behalf of the 50,000 plus people watching right now, just shoo them away. Come on, we want to see this thing launch. Come on.
Somebody apparently didn't look at the current notice to mariners.
Clearly not.
I kind of wonder where they launched their boat from, or if they've been out there all day, because I can speak to where I am now. The Coast Guard puts up signs closing docks that could impact the range. So either they came from, somewhere south in the Atlantic where you could launch, or yeah. But you actually can't access the local docks close to the range right now.
All right, so new T0, 2:03 a.m. 33 minutes from now.
It's so weird. We are still in this 30 minutes going back and forth pattern again, but this time it's not even Blue. It's like it's just them waiting to get this boat out of there.
I wouldn't have predicted this one at this hour of the night, not gonna lie.
Oh boy. we'll see how they go forward now. I don't want to be the captain of that boat right now.
No, absolutely not.
I think there will be some talky with some officials.
There might be a
knows?
finey
Well-
finey.
Yeah.
Maybe a pointy to the mappy saying, "Look at this big red area here. You shouldn't sail here."
Yeah, it's like you know this whole notice to mariners. They are for actually mariners to
Okay.
look at them.
You clearly did not notice, but
Change
you
of plan.
are
It
a
will
mariner.
not be Mystic. We're
Yeah.
gonna be streaming with.
Informing you. Sorry, we
uh,
have to trash talk that. It's a thing.
Spirit AY,
Yeah, I mean,
believe.
anytime we get a wayward boat. When was the
That's if
last
it
time
joins.
this happened? It feels like a long time. Was the last time that cruise ship? What mission was that? It was a SpaceX
Was that-
mission.
It was
Cosmo
a customer
SkyMed?
mission.
Yeah. Wasn't that stream where everybody looked at that ship leaving and we were like, that's an odd timing to leave, and then like 20 minutes later, it was like confirmed a range violation.
Yeah.
It's exactly that stream. Yep.
So
So,
that was
y'all-
a good one.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
Okay.
they need to clear
we're about set up.
significant portions of areas around the launch site and around areas where, for example,
Or the stream.
down to the barge. All
All right,
this
this
encapsulates
is. Let
the
me
range.
turn this on.
And the range needs to be green, meaning nobody inside of it that shouldn't be there.
There we go.
And so right now there's a boat in the way, and that's not very safe for the people on the boat. So working on getting them out of there. Hopefully, with this new T0 that we have, that's an indication that the boat is moving in the correct general direction, and we will
Yay!
be able to get into the count proper here. Hopefully. We allowed ourselves to get excited. We shouldn't have done that.
It was a boat, Jack. It was a boat.
That's gotta hurt
Friggin'
especially bad for
boat.
teams at Blue. Just because everything is
I mean,
fine
why-
and ready to go. And the thing that prevents you from
No, never mind. I'm not gonna ask that question. I already know the answer to it.
is nothing
So never
you
mind.
have any
Actually.
control over outside of sending a helicopter to go put some rotor wash on a boat. Those poor, my heart goes out to
I
everyone.
think
Oh!
this could be a zoomed-in view
Dots.
of that helicopter from one of our Cape cams here. So
That's
it's
really
honestly, as you
that's a
can see, it's
really
very
clear
dark. We can
shot.
just see the blinking lights. So I'm not sure
Of-
how low the
of it.
helicopter is.
Yep,
but,
that looks
fingers
great.
crossed, they're encouraging the boat on its way.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Encouraging is such a nice word for what they are doing.
Yeah. They're politely suggesting that that boat gets out of the hazard area at maximum speed immediately. Politely.
Yeah.
Using rotor wash. That's very polite rotor wash. Timothy, thank you for grabbing a launch entry landing mug. They're asking, so you're telling me there's a chance, that's the booster, that's GS1, is recovered. What do you guys think they'll do with it? You think they'll tear it apart and
Okay.
inspect all the little pieces? Or do you think they'll try and
so many
refly
changes of plan.
even this very first GS1? Adrian, I'll let you
Oh.
take this one first.
that it doesn't work.
Whoa, that's a
Whoa.
cool shot.
Wow, that
Big
is a
fire.
stack there.
I like it.
Solid flare stack. We got Frosty and Flamey all
That-
in the same
that-
shot. Can't go wrong
These
with
shots
that.
are so cool. For a second, I thought the
That's
rocket
a
was on
very,
fire
very,
for some
very good
reason.
view.
Because I'm
Honestly,
stupid.
I think based on what
It's
they have
fine.
told that they want to fly these things a lot, think they will fly that again. I think there's a very good chance that if they recover, you're telling me there's a chance they will fly that booster again.
That'd be amazing. I mean, surely they'd inspect it a whole bunch, but I wouldn't put it past them to
Yeah.
fly it again. Ryan, what do you think?
I have to agree with
Thank you
Adrian
again, everybody.
because
That was not supposed to be.
it's really they can't fit this in their lobby like they did with that new Shepherd booster, right? This thing's much bigger. If they put it outside Exploration Park, I think it might be in the way of the approach to the shuttle landing facility. And we know SpaceX had to clear some hurdles to put their first landed booster outside their Hawthorne HQ because there's a private airport right behind their headquarters in Hawthorne,
Okay.
California.
Right.
And Blue's HQ
Oh,
is in
we're less
Kent,
than half an
Washington,
hour, so that's
which,
progress.
if you
Less
don't know the
than
geography of the United States, is
3
on the
minutes away?
exact opposite side of the continental United States to Cape Canaveral. So it might be a bit difficult to get this, huge booster all the way back to to Washington State. So
Right.
I'm going to side with Adrian here. Reuse, I think, is probably the most realistic option because it's just going to be too difficult to put this on display anywhere. It's too big.
By the way, it's kind of funny because I love how Blue Origin has now really, in a weird way, it feels cool that we are now in the situation where they're really saying like, yeah, we're ready. There's just a boat in the way.
Also, I want to point out that they are describing it as a quote
Okay.
wayward boat repeatedly, and I mean maybe that's like a standard term of art in the maritime world, but wayward boat, like when you tell me wayward boat, I
Right.
immediately it's like that's a Rocket like nerd
Yeah.
meme. Like
All right.
wayward boat is a meme. Like they are acknowledging the meme with the
There's an
communication.
official graphic.
Am I really doing this so I can like save my reaction and watch in the future if I want, I guess? But if anybody does join, that's cool too.
I would immediately be friends with them because there's a
Right.
good chance they
You
have
are now
very
losing your
similar
mind.
interests to me.
That's really cool.
Right. It's like, okay, you get it. It's like
Yeah,
if someone
you know-
comes up to me and they're like, hey man, I love Boards of Canada, I would be like, wow, nobody knows Boards of Canada. We're best friends.
Yeah, they're like certain parts of your
I have no idea what they're talking about right now.
references that if somebody else gets them, you're like, yeah, we are now friends. We will stick to
Yeah.
each other until the end.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you skipped the line. Like you unlocked the correct code. We're friends.
Yep.
You know who I'll be friends with? Everybody at Blue Origin if this thing launches in 25 minutes.
Yay!
You heard it here first.
Pretty please.
Can I send you like a friend request on MySpace?
Yeah, MySpace, LinkedIn, LiveJournal, other hilarious, outdated social media sites. Yeah,
There you go.
that was a great joke, Jack. Uzbek is asking, on some Falcon 9 launches, I've heard the term
Okay,
jellyfish.
we're at
What does that
T-minus
mean?
25
And is there a
minutes.
possibility on New Glen?
Oh,
So, a
that's
jellyfish,
not right.
as we sometimes refer to it, is the name given to the effect seen visually
Oh.
when a rocket launches at just the
What
right
did they
time,
do?
either before sunrise or after sunset.
Something has gone
The
awry.
viewer is in shadow, and the rocket ascends out of shadow into the sunlight. The plume of the engines
Yeah,
gets illuminated.
there we go. That makes more
and it looks
sense.
kind of like a jellyfish. Because this launch is not at the right time, either just after sunset or just before sunrise, we're not expecting a standard jellyfish. Although if you watched last night's lunar lander launch of Blue Ghost and friends, then you know that every now and then
That is
we can
such
see
a big
something
rocket.
similarly just right.
Huge.
We can get what's called a moon jellyfish, which is basically the same effect, but instead of the plume being illuminated by the sun, it's being illuminated by the moon. It's dimmer, still looks really cool. Hopefully, we see some interesting plume interactions tonight. But yeah, Adrian, what
Jack,
was so
I'm
funny?
going to be really pedantic here, but isn't technically a moon jellyfish also just a normal jellyfish because the light is just reflecting from the sun on the moon and then onto the jellyfish?
No,
I found
Okay,
it.
thanks for clarifying.
I
no,
found
no.
it so
Like so for a normal jellyfish, the viewer is in shadow because of the curvature of the Earth. Like as the sun.
Yeah, but for a moon jellyfish,
but the Earth is flat.
They're just in a bigger shadow.
Not really. I mean, yes, I understand what you're saying. You're in the shadow of the sunlight, but you're like you've been outside on a full moon. You can
Yeah,
see
I'm being
much better
pedantic on
because there's-
purpose because
Well,
I'm
you
bored
know
and we've
what?
been here all night.
Yeah, Atemo in chat says he's technically right. But yeah, no traditional jellyfish tonight. Maybe we'll see some interesting plume interactions. See how it goes. Plasmator 1, thank you for the support. They say saw Baran in Germany at Technik Museum Speyer. Don't tell them, but I had to touch it. Lol. Don't touch it. Don't touch the space hardware.
Actually, you can touch. I think so there are parts of it that you can easily touch.
Are
It's
you
a cool.
supposed to?
Like
That's a key
it's just
question.
it's just accessible. I think you can touch the hatch when you. So they remove the hatch, so you can look inside of Buran, and you can get a stare up, and you can just like it's very close. And also, I think on the aft end you can see the aft bulkhead, and you can also like that's also an area where there's very easily touchy with Buran.
Touchy with Buran. That's the quote of the show.
There we go.
And I wasn't listening. I don't know what happened.
Did I really say Blue Lander Ghost? I meant to say Blue Ghost Lander. I'm losing my
Jack,
brain.
there's the thing called the mute button.
Don't lose your brain.
Just
Oh,
making
hey,
you
I was
aware.
muted.
Yep.
I was
It's not
muted on
healthy.
Discord, but not in VMix. There's too many mute buttons.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
mute switch. Ignacio, thanks for gifting 5 Red Team memberships. Sean plays too much. Thank you for the support. They say new name for Hoppy, Hoppenheimer. I don't hate
Nah.
it as much as I hate Hoppy. RC Horseman, another regular C. Thank you for gifting 20 Red Team memberships. Corey G, becoming a Padrat member. Katya, thank you for the support. They say fun quote of the week. Adrian summarizing limitations of non-NSF commentaries. So this is a rocket. Real. It's real. I mean, I think a big part of what we bring to the table is we're not going to give you some kind of canned, boring commentary. We're going to hang out with you. We're all friends here. We're all excited about spaceflight. So
Yeah.
if that's what you want, you're in the right place.
You know, it's just in my streams. I wish it was a we in the first place. Nobody's in my chat.
But I still want to shout out Harry because a document we use and like some summaries and information we use behind the scenes for this launch is very much curated by Harry. So quick shout outs to Harry for doing that while he cannot be on stream today.
Everybody for joining us. We are
Absolutely. I'm bummed that Harry can't be on, but I'm glad we at least got
The
to.
message of Wayward Bodis has cleared.
Yeah?
So maybe this means the boat is on its way. We'll await confirmation of that.
Like
but
the
it's
banner, the lower
interesting to see
third on boosters.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
So
Interesting.
oh, they're still waiting for
They
the.
are still
yeah.
waiting for it here. Okay.
All right, well,
Okay.
we're staying tuned. Hopefully, in 20 minutes, the thing will be out of the way. A
We're
lot
less
of
than
times,
20 minutes.
for something like this,
They keep
they
saying
can
the time.
continue with the count as long as there's like,
They need to
indication the
stop
boat
doing
is
that.
moving in the right
Have they
direction at
learned
the
their
right
lesson
speed.
from
So
the last
when they hit T0, it'll be out of the. Adrian, what did you're face palming? What did I do?
I just did a very stupid in my head because I was like, damn, we should really send somebody out to film that boat. And then when I noticed that would be a range violation. So that's a very bad idea. But my initial reaction was like, that's a good idea. We should really send somebody out. And then I was like, nope, we shouldn't.
I don't think these are prime KSC flyover conditions right now, Adrian.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the visibility
Alas
might be a
not.
bit restricted.
Under 19 minutes. Hopefully for real this time. Hopefully that boat gets out of the way. I'm going to keep thanking people. Bob Morris, thank you. Anne, thank you. Kevin, thank you. For all my friends at Blue, rooting for you all, they say. So are we. Soup Wizard, thank you for the support. They say, I'm old, so private space launches with reusable boosters and handheld computers with radio networking mean I'm living in the future. Heck yeah. We all are, and that's why we're all so excited. Look at that. The rocket's just sitting there, venting, fully fueled.
Yes.
It sure is, and it has been doing that for a long time.
T-4 hour to T-4 minute vent.
Yes.
Yes. It's the constant vent.
It's just the T-minus. It's just the T-minus vent.
Yep. And I think that vent should be coming from the TE
The heck was
actually.
that?
It's hard to see here, but I think that is a TE vent. As well as these, I think, double vents that sometimes are coming from the second stage. I love that the counter commentators can see the stupid motions I
We're
make
being
to
yelled
this.
at. Kevin is yelling at us. It's the L.
Big rocket, small time to launch big rocket.
We're in L- right now. Thank you, Kevin. We love you, Kevin.
The-
All right. Thank you, James, for the support. Socrates, thank you for the super chat. They say, can you talk about the fuel benefits of New Glenn landing in the ocean rather than having to return them to the pad like Starship? And how do you view that trade-off? I mean, when you land downrange, you can use your fuel that you otherwise would have used to null out your velocity and head back to the launch site instead to loft the payload. So you get way more payload mass to orbit. Obviously, the trade-off is you have to have marine assets. I mean, RTLS is valid. Drone ship landing is valid. I don't know that. I don't know. What do you think, Adrian? How do you view that trade-off?
I mean, it Starship kind of avoids that being that crazy of a trade-off with the fact that they can retank the ship. So they don't care that much, I think. But I mean,
Oh, you
it
did
totally
it.
makes sense if you can do it. And
Sweet.
I still don't rule it out that
Nice.
down the line we will see some like Mechazilla equipped landing platforms stationed like downrange to get more performance. Like
I think this is asking the opposite, like basically polar opposite, like New Glenn landing in the ocean versus RTLS.
Can you join the Discord thing? You'll be in the live stream.
In the future, we see New Glenn doing RTLS.
Or are you on your phone?
That's not
same.
impossible, right?
yeah, I think the same applies there. Like if you have enough performance down the line, why not do it? It just makes recovery easier. But we'll see.
Ryan, any thoughts on the fuel benefits of downrange landing and how you view that trade-off?
You're on your phone? Okay.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to sit
Wait,
here
you
and
have
act
Discord on
like
your phone.
I am SpaceX and I know everything about marine recovery and I know how expensive it
Join
is
the
and I know
thing.
all the logistics, all that stuff. But nice scale there. Blue has never worked with a marine fleet
Can you hear me?
before, right? This
Yep.
is their first time doing this,
Oh wow, that's
and
loud.
I have a feeling, I have a
Watch the
vibe,
stream.
as the kids say, that Blue might
I-
discover
You are
that
on my
marine
stream now.
assets, while they might not suck, as Sir Peter Beck says, they might be very expensive to operate.
No,
and
that's
if
a
you can
big
save
rocket.
some dollars
I-
on just coming back to
I didn't realize it was that big.
next to your launch site, rather than having to send out
Okay.
Jacqueline and their support ship. Hub
I'm
drone,
pretty sure that's a
whole
Saturn
support
V
drone
that
for
they
both
just compared it
ships,
to.
and all of that stuff, and then have to tow it out there and tow it back and spend all that money on the crew, on food, on fuel, on the tire, all of that stuff. Just bring it back to a concrete pad that doesn't, you don't need anyone to staff the concrete pad. You just need a big slab of concrete, essentially. That surely
Okay.
that would be more cost effective if you do not
we
need
are
the
minus
performance
15 minutes.
of that launch
Oh,
for a heavy payload.
Right.
But
Oh,
again,
minus
I am not I'm not a CEO of a company. I'm a nerd who is just commenting on stuff which may or may not be true and is just speculation in my brain.
Whoa. Hold up. You are a nerd?
Who'd have guessed?
Okay.
I would have never guessed. Never. Jesse Moore, thank you for the super chat. They say saying hi to Courtney, Parker, Poppy, Sasha, and Rover, watching from Satellite Beach, Florida. Go New Glenn, go Starship. That's neat.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
We're getting pretty close to potential launch here.
Wait, when was the last time you did
Julia,
this?
we're getting close again.
Yesterday.
Do you believe it this time?
This was last night?
I feel it in my bones.
What?
I just want that boat to go away.
No, this is live. I did another stream last night of the same thing, but it was scrubbed last time.
How do we fix it?
I'm on the wrong side of port to fix this problem. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Hang on.
I do
Spirit,
have
talk.
to say, if the helicopter I was talking about earlier is
Alright,
still
there.
is
Avalanche would be
actually
good.
following that boat, which I can't confirm at the moment, it's still doing racetrack
the only
patterns in a
person
very
that says
similar
Spirit,
location.
bro.
Like that helicopter hasn't really moved,
Yep.
so I don't know what to say. Potentially the boat is still there, but I can't confirm that at this time.
And all the vents look so cool.
All right. Well,
I don't know what it is about them. They're just awesome. You know all this stuff coming out of the rocket. That's how you know it's fueled. Or at least it has any fuel in it.
Yeah, so this is a pro tip for everybody
Um,
who's steering a marine asset. If there's a helicopter,
We're approaching L minus 10 minutes.
You should be
couple minutes here.
Something wrong right now, especially if it's a range asset. This is
Yeah, generally a NASA helicopter will not sit directly above your boat and or do racetracks around you, unless you should probably pay attention to what they're doing and why and what they want you to do.
The big feather, that is their logo. For some reason, I don't know why it is that. There's probably a reason.
Well, at least we can't complain about these epic views.
It looks so much smaller than it is. It just looks like a Falcon 9 size rocket. Except it's like actually twice the diameter.
You can see the strakes. You can see the comet on the aft module as well.
It's kind of insane. It's not as big as Starship. It's like right in between.
Yeah, it's 8 meters. It's just a meter short of Starship.
Right in between Falcon 9 and Starship is where New Glenn sits.
Quite wide.
And hopefully, on the first launch, we will have an epic booster landing, or an epic booster explosion. That would be fun too. Not very fun for Blue Origin though.
We only squared here.
No, Harry's absolutely right. And I should be ashamed of myself.
There it is.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks so
11
tiny.
minutes. Still hoping that boat is in the right trajectory to be out of the way.
What?
Additional updates
Doing
on
that in the
as
dark
of
is
yet.
so bad for your eyes.
Sorry, quickly
you-
chiming in. We
No,
are 1 minute away from
no,
that
excuse
goal.
me while I go watch my show in the dark.
Let's proceed with it.
Yeah, let's hope we can hear it. Again, we did not get to hear it on
Oh
the
my
first attempt
goodness.
a couple days ago.
Oliver.
But
Yeah.
it feels like Blue's been doing things a little bit
Can you
differently
mute?
this time around.
Yeah.
So fingers
Whoopsie.
crossed that we can get our ears
But-
on that.
okay, I
If we-
will.
If we do end up hearing it, we will shut up so we can listen into
Boy.
it. But
Not now.
who knows if Blue will actually make it audible or not.
Mute
No.
when it's not just you talking.
We'll see. And
Oh,
here,
okay.
actually.
Just like
Mostly
we can
here.
see and hear New Glenn right now. I love
Yeah.
the sounds
We
of
are
the
at
rockets venting.
We're almost at
The
L
other day,
minus 10
EJ
minutes.
and everyone, we were all out at the pad. And Starship started venting,
Yeah,
and
that-
EJ was
it's
like,
this one.
The boat
I was
still
like,
hasn't
no, it's
cleared the
fine, it
range.
does that.
This is fantastic.
All right, here we go. Momentarily. Bingo, we
are less than
under
10 minutes.
10 minutes on the L minus clock.
Yeah.
Heart rate
This is getting pretty intense.
This is where the range would give a no-go or go. This is basically, that's why they hold here. Because the range probably last time said no-go range asset. So
Right.
this is where we learn it.
Set up Blair.
Right. Well, standing by for some updates from Blue.
Ugh.
Please let
That was
that
great.
boat be gone. I'm sure a lot of people, both at the company
Are you
and
gonna
out
say
there
anything?
in viewerland,
No.
or here at
No.
NSF, all
You're just
want
gonna
to see this
exist.
thing lift off tonight in
Yeah.
11 minutes.
Oh,
Please.
that's a problem.
A poll
What?
is incoming, apparently.
Oh,
Blue
oh,
has been
oh,
waiting
oh,
to
oh.
start that poll.
It's
Alright.
bad.
Oh, that's
Good
no.
deal.
I'm talking about something else. That's
Hopefully
normal.
we
The
get an
fire.
update on the range
Yeah, that's
here,
fine.
and we get that poll shortly.
That's not coming off
9
the
minutes
rocket.
to go. I'm
9
trying
minutes.
to temper my
Eight-
excitement,
eight-
but
blah, blah.
I'm very I'm getting nervous. I'm getting very excited.
I will be totally honest with you. There's a good chance I
Okay,
will.
hang on. Let's try this again. Got the stream completely gone. There, that audio. Alright, we're good now. I think. Oh? Ah!
One before launch. If a constraint is observed,
Ah!
OSM LD set hold fire switch to launch position.
Everything was go.
Launch.
Ah!
LD is in launch. Guido, verify, abort, request,
Oh,
flag.
we're doing
false.
it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Abort request is false.
Roger.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, that was a good poll. We heard the poll. That was a good poll.
That was a go from all 8 stations, and then the final go for launch from the launch director. So it's go across the board. We are go for launch. Less than 7 minutes to go. Less than 7 minutes to go.
I'm
I
so
am
glad we
getting
got to
real.
hear. I'm so glad we
I'm
got
not
to hear
ready.
the go no go poll. It's like it's the one of the best things in all of spaceflight is getting to hear each individual station chime in that they are ready, and you can hear the trepidation in their voices.
Okay.
You can hear the excitement
that
in
was
their
really
voices,
good.
and just as every individual station gives their go for launch, this is
That
this
is
is
what
really
you want
happening.
to hear.
And imagine how the Blue employees feel right now. We are getting nervous, but imagine putting your heart, sweat, and tears into this vehicle every single day
For
and
years.
for years, and now seeing it approaching terminal count just 2 minutes from now. If our timeline is correct, they will resume and start terminal count
Who is that?
2 minutes from now.
Okay.
Deep breaths.
I mean, this is like, yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Here we go.
I'm starting to talk gibberish.
Yeah, I'm trying really
That's
hard
how you
to
know
Oh,
it's getting
maintain,
I speak gibberish.
some semblance of being able to talk.
You're no
I speak
stranger to
gibberish.
that.
Let me at him.
Happening here before our
You are
eyes,
no
and
stranger to that.
Forgive me if
Nope.
the eloquence of our discussion
that down.
drops rapidly.
I know how to
as
speak
as
it
the
and
time
say
on
it.
The clock does as well.
Yes.
Adrian, can we talk timeline a little bit? You said in like what,
Yes.
a minute or so, they're going to enter terminal count.
Yes. They will enter terminal
Okay.
count at T-minus 4 minutes. At T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they will start the tank pressurization of all 4 tanks of the New Glenn rocket. This is where they will bring it up all the way to flight pressure. 60 seconds later, at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds,
5
they
minutes.
will transfer the vehicle on internal power, meaning the vehicle is for itself, kind of.
This is
At T-minus 20
false.
seconds, the water deluge system at the mighty pad LC-36 will start. At the same time, they will also engage the autopilot, which is the auto steering system for the New Glenn rocket. And at T-minus 5.6 seconds, excuse me, is the engine ignition of the 7 BE4 engines. They will perform most likely a quick health check, and then at T-minus 0, they will retract the launch
So,
clamps.
I think
and
terminal
New
count
Glenn
is, like,
will hopefully lift off from LC-36.
Past that, it's launching.
20
Right.
seconds
gonna happen.
until terminal count. 20 seconds until terminal count.
This is the
Let's-
furthest we've gotten so far in any of the attempts. This is truly a milestone in the commercialization of spaceflight
Come on.
and in making humanity a spacefaring society. Here we go. L-minus 4 minutes. The vehicle will now be in the terminal count. And it bears repeating. We're going to have to say it again. You know, if things do not progress through to a launch in this portion, there's still plenty of window left.
They have transitioned into terminal count and are
timer
below
started.
T-minus 4 minutes.
You're going to have to go a minute until the vehicle starts to press for flight. That's where the tanks
You can
press
see it.
to their flight pressures. Think of an empty soda can versus a full unopened soda can.
Oh
Full
my
pressurized water.
gosh. It's actually happening.
You can see it. They have opened the valves again, so they can let out the
Defending
gaseous
system armed.
boil off now to press out and fill it up with
Magic
liquid,
charge initiated.
with liquid propellant again.
3 minutes.
Chatter on the loop. Let's listen in.
Our team is now securing all the commodities.
Oh, it
3
sounds like
minutes.
they are getting everything in order.
Oh
3
wait, I'm
minutes.
super behind. Hang on.
Ryan, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Finally feel confident that if I can
I
talk
gotta
about the
catch
time, I will not be responsible if anything happens, and I will leave it at that.
Yeah, good
Yep.
call.
The flight termination system for New Glenn is now armed.
We have to go
Really
to
quickly, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
speed up.
Off the ground. Once again, we probably have a lot of new viewers here with us. We are NSF. We're a group of dedicated spaceflight reporters. And
Match
we are
starting
asking to bring you
T-minus 2
coverage of rocket launches.
Okay, no, I'm pressing live button.
Incredibly close.
What? 1 minute 40
to the
seconds.
maiden
That's where we're
launch
at
of
right
this
now.
behemoth of a rocket.
We're now going to be switching off the ground
98
power supply
meters.
and transitioning New Glenn to its internal vehicle batteries. When this happens,
Oh my
the
goodness.
vehicle is now powering itself. Let's do this, New Glenn.
1 minute
Transition
30.
to internal power.
Oh, we're doing it.
My heart goes out to every single person that has worked and put blood, sweat, and tears, taking time away from their family,
T-minus 130.
and absolutely made the future happen before our eyes.
Power internal.
Power internal. The rocket is on internal power for the first time.
There it is. New Glenn is alive.
Yes.
Let's go.
The countdown is still progressing.
Minutes
Riker.
to go. Let's do this.
Riker.
Yep.
Remember-
I can't even.
Riker.
At T-minus 20 seconds, watch for the bottom of the
50
rocket.
I'm pretty
You'll
sure your
see the
screen
mighty
crashed.
deluge system of Alpha
It's just
Centauri
stuck at
explode.
237.
Range green.
45.
AFSS flight enabled.
Flight enabled from the
Okay.
We're about to witness a moment in spaceflight history here, everybody.
This is so intense.
Look at the bottom.
30 seconds.
I'm looking, Adrian.
There will
We
be
can hear the
deluge.
alarms.
25.
This could really be it.
20.
20 seconds. Should be
There it
seeing Duddy
is.
soon.
This could really be it.
15 seconds.
There's that mighty rocket.
This is it.
Everything going good.
Water?
They're progressing.
There's
Thanks to
deluge.
deluge.
Oh my God.
5,
5,
4,
4.
3,
Ignite
Three.
these.
2, 1. Oh my gosh, there it goes.
Oh my God. And liftoff.
Oh, it's
Maybe?
going.
There it goes.
Wow.
There it goes. Liftoff of New Glenn 1.
There.
Congratulations to Blue Origin. Look at it go.
Look at that blue!
Oh my gosh, it's blue. The
That
rocket
thrust
exhaust
to
is
weight
blue.
ratio is so low. It's crawling off the pad.
Yeah, thrust weight ratio is not high.
Pitching downrange.
There it goes.
Let's listen in as the sound hits
Pitching
our
over.
cameras.
That's really bright. Ah. It's off! Off to space!
Your pressures continue to look nominal. 1 minute into flight.
Man, the flames look so...
Wow!
All 7 engines continue to look good on the first stage. Data quality is good.
Absolutely
Down from the
insane.
vehicle body rate response to nominal.
Everything
1
progressing
minute,
nominal.
15 seconds into flight.
Wow.
Blue. It's
It's
so
just-
blue.
7 healthy BE4s.
All at full thrust.
Look at that blue.
Incredible.
I
That's
cannot get
amazing.
over how
Should be three
slow
miles
that
a minute.
liftoff was off the pad. That was so slow. Vehicle supersonic.
Vehicles now passing through max Q.
Max Q,
Max
yep.
Q, maximum dynamic pressure.
Look at
Oh,
that.
look at that view.
Is that the WB-57?
Responses are nominal
I think it is.
That might be a ground-based tracking cam. I'm not sure.
Data quality
But it's
continues
cool.
to look good.
That
It's cool
looks
either way.
nice.
Well, it's hot, but it's cool.
Maximum dynamic pressure.
Everything nominal.
Look at the blue in the clouds.
Yeah, I was not expecting
And
the
that
exhaust to be
booster
so blue.
It's almost
That's crazy.
complete.
4 engines.
1 minute
Acceleration
until
profile is
stage
good. Body rate
separation. 1
look good.
minute.
1
Truly
minute.
impressive.
1
These
minute to go.
BE4s doing work.
Everyone asking Jeff where the engines are. I'll tell you where they are.
Right there.
Launching into space.
D3U LH2 chill-in started.
Wow.
It's going.
Our camera's
Well,
still
throughout the
tracking it.
And I'm gonna keep saying, oh yeah.
30 seconds to
You can see
Miko.
the plume expanding.
Passing 2 minutes, 30 seconds into flight.
That might be WB-57.
Look at that
It's
streak.
So blue.
Wow. That is
What a-
40 seconds.
spectacular.
What a
20
magnificent
seconds to
rocket.
stage set.
If this thing lands
Watch for the
first try,
shutdown
that's
sequence,
crazy.
and there is a long period between Miko and stage step. Don't get nervous about that.
Thank you. I would have gotten nervous about that.
Oh,
Looks like
Look
we
at-
have.
we got a straight
Looked
view
like
of the
Miko for a
engine.
second. This camera might have a little bit of a delay.
Okay, we're almost at
New
Miko.
Glenn at 200,000 feet and rapidly climbing.
When is it going to explode? I don't know.
And
Coming up
we
on
I
5,000
don't even know if
miles
it
an
will.
hour.
should get any separation anytime soon.
Miko, there it is.
There's the BE4 shutdown, I think.
Main engine cut off.
Yep.
There it is.
Good stage step. Good stage step.
There's
I hear
separation.
the crowd going wild. I think I hear Max losing
Oh,
his mind.
the stream froze. Stage 2 ignition.
We want to have a confirmation of the
And we have
BE3Us
ignition
being
on
ignited.
Both BE3Us. Chamber
it is.
pressure's good.
Chamber pressure good.
We're almost past the
we
starting
go.
line.
Go, baby, go.
I'm here.
We're in space.
Look at
Truly
these.
Move it, here we
impressive.
come.
Past
I'm
3 minutes,
here.
40 seconds into flight.
Okay.
Body rates look
Is
good.
that the engine's
I was
good?
waiting for it to
Wait,
Wait, there's a
explode.
camera
I think
in
so.
there?
Looks good.
Looks like some
And you-
covers coming off there, probably completely
There's a
nominal.
camera in
Don't be
between the
irritated
engines,
by the
I
fact
think
it's
is what that
hydrogen.
is.
The plume is hardly visible, but look at the stage 2 velocity at the bottom.
That was really blue. Was
Oh
it meant
my
to be that
goodness, y'all,
blue?
they're doing it.
Probably.
They are
I
doing
don't know.
it.
Riker.
Oh no, the stream's frozen again.
It's amazing, and this means stage
4
1.
minutes into flight.
Stage 1,
Okay.
so you're telling
Now-
me
now
there's
we're
a chance
just
we'll
looking at
now attempt
telemetry.
a re-entry burn.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, is it gonna
That
go
launch
around
is
the
going
Earth?
up on
At T
that.
plus 7 minutes
Yeah,
and
it's gonna go.
17
The second
seconds,
stage
so
is
we
gonna go
are
straight into
just
orbit.
Under 3 minutes from that re-entry burn. That will last until T plus 7 minutes and 45 seconds. The landing burn should then come at T plus 8 minutes
Make
and
sure we're all caught up.
52 seconds. So we are just over
Oh,
4
come on,
minutes
you two.
away from potentially the inaugural landing of Glenn Stage 1.
Absolutely
Oh, there it
spectacular
is.
launch.
There it is.
The blues from
Let's see it through the
those
clouds.
7 BE4s was every bit as beautiful as I was hoping it would be. I cannot
crazy.
wait to see what the Cape team has captured.
Look at
It's going to
that.
be phenomenal. I already know.
There's the difference now between first and second stage.
Is it supposed to land now?
All right.
Yeah, the first stage is gonna come back down.
And you
and
see the
land.
booster re-entry burn now on the timeline.
That's what the second stage is gonna
It looks
do.
like the booster might be about to hit apogee based on its speed coming up and sort of it'll peak if we know if it's anything like Falcon 9. The velocity will peak and then start to drop and then actually no, maybe it's coming back down. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
There's one
Second stage
altitude. Yeah,
continuing
it's
to pile on
descending.
velocity.
84 miles.
5 minutes and 40 seconds into flight. Ryan,
It's
when did
well
you say that
past
the
timeline.
re-entry burn was?
So re-entry burn starts at T plus 7 minutes 17
stage
seconds.
2.
That should complete at 7 minutes 45 seconds. The landing burn should then start at 8 minutes 52 seconds with touchdown approximately
many people
half
are
a
watching
minute
the stream
later. Unlike Falcon 9, we are
71,000?
not going to, we are not expecting anyways a hover slam. We're expecting similar to what they do with New Shepard. They'll ignite those BE4 engines, they'll slow down to a hover with this huge booster, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, slowly touch down on the deck of
GS1 engine
Jacqueline.
still active.
1 minute to booster re-entry burn.
Yeah, just
Everyone is stood up
hovering-
in mission control.
Yeah,
minute
look
now
at that.
remaining
That's
to
you can see
echo
Jeff Bezos
atmosphere
there, and
engine
also
ignition.
CEO of Blue Origin, Dave Limp.
6 minutes 30 seconds into
I
flight.
mean, this is a big moment,
So
right?
coming up here, we're
Not
gonna
only
see
just
the
launch, but
middle of-
landing as well.
Engine chill has started for the booster re-entry burn.
Whatever happens with this landing, already a wild success on this
Yeah,
launch.
it's-
Looked like a fabulous ascent, a good stage step. Second stage is on its way under power of BE4,
We're almost at the re-entry
BE3U
burn.
engines. Now, we're just looking for the icing
Oh.
on the cake. Of course,
I think
Ground
that's
zero.
Dean, who might still have a track of the second stage as it
really.
goes into the distance, getting very dim. Those thin clouds I was talking about getting in the way a little bit, but it's so blue, really living up to the Blue Origin name, if I dare sneak a
want-
pun in.
Booster re-entry burn will be 1-3-1. We will see 1 engine, 3 engines, and then at the end
Re-entry
1
burn?
engine. Very similar to the
There it
Falcon
is.
burn. So let's wait for that. I think I see deceleration.
Looks.
That looks
No.
like deceleration. I think we have an entry burn.
All 3 engines relight confirmed.
Oh yeah.
There we
Excellent.
go.
Excellent. No onboard views looks like, but that's
Come on.
okay.
Good on
The
JS2.
engines are burning. Oh, there we
Land
go.
it, Blue.
Continuing through its planned burn. 7 minutes, 45 seconds in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep,
Stick to
that's
landing,
definitely
folks.
range trooper.
If they do this.
They're landing?
Yep. Altitude is 700,000 feet.
Come on.
No, it's frozen.
No.
I'd be
Come
more
on,
focused
Blue.
on the callouts from mission control here. Live video is hard, let alone from a booster plummeting from space. So don't be surprised if these videos cut out. This is the first time Blue is doing this. They're going to be learning a lot.
Engines, seeing
Yeah,
good
no
throttle
kidding, Ryan.
profile.
Thank you.
Stage 1 altitude
Chamber
is
pressures continue to
frozen.
look good throughout the burn.
This is the hard
8
part.
minutes, 20 seconds in.
Chamber pressure's good on the upper stage.
What's going on?
Looking good across the board so far. Weird that the timeline is sort of frozen.
Tank pressures staying
Yeah.
within their acceptable limits. Body rate responses look good.
Yeah, it seems there might be
I
some,
hope we get to see
some
it.
issue with timeline.
8 minutes, 40
I
seconds.
don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
Again,
All right.
focus on what mission control is saying. That is the most reliable source.
When do we expect landing burn to start? At T plus what?
Landing burn should begin at T plus 8 minutes and 52 seconds with touchdown approximately 30 seconds later.
All right.
Now passing 9 minutes
Let's
into
listen
flight.
So we should have seen landing burn by now.
Continue to see data from both stages.
What's going on?
Continue to see beta from both stages.
That's good. Second stage. That's
This
the
is
main
boring.
deal here. Continuing on into orbit, piling on velocity for several more minutes yet. Let's see if they tell us what's going on with the first stage. Based on the lack of information and cheering, I am not optimistic. But
Yeah,
we'll
we
see.
should see
Data
touchdown
quality
by
continues
now.
to look good throughout the burn. Chamber pressures, both engines staying very close to each other.
All right.
GS2 trajectory is nominal.
Honestly, it might have just exploded when it came down.
Some cheering there.
That's good.
Well, I guess
We've
if
got
they're
to
gonna
talk
get
about
it
the
from both
second stage,
stages.
and not a lot to talk about the
Probably
first stage. We should have
Less
seen
than 3
touchdown
minutes
by
now
now.
remaining in the GS2 burn.
I think
I-
it. eh.
Yeah, I would be hesitant to
Thank
say
you again,
that it
everybody,
landed at
for
this
joining
point.
us.
We'll obviously wait for official word from Blue, but if it had landed, I feel like we would know about it. But we'll see what we'll see what they say. My gut is that they are going to, from a PR perspective, focus on the main part of the mission here, which is getting Blue Ring into orbit with the second
Yeah.
stage, which is continuing on nominally. Obviously, we all want to know what's going on with the booster. But around the time that we were expecting to have landing burn, didn't they say they were still getting good data from both stages? Did I hear that call out right, Ryan?
That's what I heard as well. So I don't trust the graphics as your number one source, right? Listen to what Mission Control is saying, and they were saying they were seeing good telemetry from both stages. But so if you're seeing
Tank pressure
telemetry, it
staying
doesn't
within
necessarily
acceptable
mean
limits. Bottle
that
pressure
your
look
engine's
good.
reignited.
Data quality
So we'll
continues
just
to
wait
look
to
good
see what
throughout the
they
GS2
say.
burn.
Man,
Everything I could just hear Mission Control say is that
There's no
everything's looking
video.
good.
Yep, but they
Oh,
said on
man.
GS2, which is Glen Stage 2, that's the upper stage. I don't think we've
Right.
heard anything about the first stage for a good couple minutes now.
11 minutes,
Touchdown
10
should have
seconds into
been
flight.
80
I
seconds ago.
I suspect when the second stage is done doing its thing, they
GS2
will.
is now 1,700 kilometers downrange, traveling at 6.7 kilometers per second.
Yeah,
Alright.
I suspect when the second stage is done doing it, a tweet and say, you know, we did it, got to orbit. Here's what happened with the first stage. Something like that. We'll see.
yeah,
It looks good coming down from Tidris.
it's hard to say right
I mean,
now.
I can't imagine that they would have actually stuck the landing and not said so yet. Can't imagine that.
Yeah. Unless they lost like complete telemetry and everything from the.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there, but they don't have confirmation yet.
Both B3Us continue to look good, tracking nicely in chamber pressure.
That would be funny.
Body rate responses are stable. 12 minutes, 10 seconds into flight.
Fantastic. Really, just everything looking great with that ascent. Second stage doing its thing. All the rates are are in acceptable limits. All the temperatures and pressures are in acceptable limits. Fantastic stuff. Really would
We
love to
have
know what's
IAP
going on with that
vanish.
first stage.
GS2 is now orbital.
I mean,
Oh, it's orbital.
orbital.
It's orbital. They did it.
Hey, yeah.
They went
Mission
orbital!
success.
New Glenn went orbital
Let's
before Starship, although that's largely a choice on behalf of SpaceX's development program for Starship, but still!
Yeah.
We
It's
Love
a
live,
the
fact.
disclaimer.
It's an
They did it on the
undeniable
first
fact.
we
launch.
live in a timeline where New Glenn went orbital
And they're
before
approaching
Starship.
Seco 1.
Let's go.
And we have engine cut off.
There
Engine
we
cut
go.
off.
Blue are in orbit.
Wow.
Are they gonna
We
crash?
did it. We
Dang.
did it,
Body
everybody.
rate
They
This is-
freaking did it!
this is-
cut off.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us.
Go ahead, Adrian. What were you going to say?
I
Looks
mean,
like they're about
this
to
is
crash.
the first flight of a brand new rocket. Reaching orbit in your first attempt is a thing many have failed to do.
Many.
Have failed.
Dang.
This is undeniable, a huge win for Blue Origin.
Huge accomplishment, regardless of first stage doing anything one way or the other. Huge.
Everybody's happy about that. Now,
Look
what
at that.
happened with the first stage?
VCR team
Well
down in
earned.
Huntsville, our teams in Kent. I know the team out at Cars Park down here in Florida. They are all losing their minds. Congratulations, everybody. What a day. We are in space. We've got our Blue Ring Pathfinder ready to warm up, ready to start drawing in all of that great information.
The heck?
What a day.
In thrust we trust.
We're going to go to Cars Park here. We have Eddie Seifert.
I mean, just
Okay.
fantastic. Really,
They crashed the
all
booster,
of these
though?
employees, we say it again and again.
I like
because
how it showed him and he
really,
was just on
I mean, These
mute.
companies, it's not about the
Oh, come on. Okay, at least you didn't give us an ad right when it launched.
Did you
Yeah.
know Tetris was the first video game played in space?
No, and I don't care.
What is
I'm not sure
individual
anyone
person.
really
It's about
clicked.
the people that make all of this stuff happen. It takes thousands and thousands and thousands of human work hours to make stuff like this happen. Like years of collective human effort to make something like this happen. And it fills my heart with joy to see Blue Origin just knock it out of the park on this first launch and get that second stage into orbit, get Blue Ring into orbit. Yes, we'd love to know what's going on with the first stage, but at the same time, that was not the primary objective.
Yeah.
Just
That's
absolutely
what I care about most, though.
stunning work on behalf of Blue, and I could not be happier for all of the teams.
Blue
working.
saying that they lost telemetry on the booster and they very well may have lost the booster.
There you go.
Ugh.
May very well have lost the booster. We
did,
did,
in fact,
lose the booster.
booster.
All right, there you have
There
it.
you go.
GS1 unfortunately did not make it back
I don't
to
have a
the drone ship.
pen.
But again, that was not the primary objective. That was
I
the
actually
icing
may
on
have
the
a
cake.
pen.
Yeah, but what went
Cake
wrong?
itself.
though?
Open this.
Well, that's what we're looking at right here. GS2 hanging out in orbit.
No,
I can't stress that enough. In orbit. It's not a suborbital trajectory with like a very close perigee to orbital, but not quite. No. This baby's in orbit. It's up there. It's staying up there until they don't want it to be up there anymore.
It's and it's not only the first orbital attempt of this rocket. It's the first orbital attempt of the company Blue Origin.
Right.
That is,
There
yeah.
is not. This is not common to reach orbit in your first company attempt. This is absolutely insane.
I mean, I can't help but continually think about Blue's slogan or motto. Step by step, ferociously. That is very clearly what we have witnessed tonight. Is the culmination of what 25 years
Well, that went well-ish.
of just continually, day in and day out, getting things exactly as they need to be to pull this off on the first try. Because that's what they wanted, right? They're not approaching this
Yep.
from the same angle as SpaceX and Starship. They're the completely opposite methodology, right, Ryan?
Yeah. Dave Lim, CEO of Blue Origin, has been very public on X before this launch. Success for this launch is to achieve orbit. Landing the booster would be icing on the cake. Well, Blue Origin, they have a cake.
Did it
They might
land?
not have icing, but that is a really, really tasty cake.
Whoa, it's far.
Yep. everybody at Lorigin can be so proud after this, and they will get this landing at some point. They will get it.
Yeah, there's zero doubt in my mind that they'll figure it out. I'm sure that the data they got from the booster in flight is already invaluable, regardless of how far it did or did not get. Just treasure trove is what we're talking about here in terms of data. Julia, I see you are back in comms. Do we have you? Give us a reaction.
That's Jeff.
Oh my gosh. Remember how I said it was all like a blur? It was a blur. It was a lot of jumping up and down. It jumped off the pad very slowly.
Very slowly.
Which was so beautiful though. And the sound, I don't think I could describe it to you, so I hope you all heard it on our mics.
We did. It sounded great.
It's a crackle, it's a roar, it was really beautiful, y'all. And I could hear the Blue Origin teams down the way from me cheering, and that made it really special.
I mean,
that was really cool.
You and the entire Cape team have been really putting in the hours for this one, so thank you for that. You earned this experience. I mean, just wow, how slow is that thing off the pad? I can't get over that.
I know, like, it just, I was afraid it wasn't going to get off the pad.
Just kind of moseyed its way up.
Honestly, that was a little bit terrifying. Like, there was a moment there where I was like, it definitely moved up a little bit, but it's definitely not moving up at the rate that I would expect. I'm slightly concerned. Ryan, did you have the same reaction?
I thought my video froze. Honestly, I was like, wait, is it moving? Let's be honest, chat. We've all been awake for a very long time. We're like, is it moving? Is my video froze? But
yeah,
it just kept going. It just kept going. And that flame was so blue. And I also just want to mention, after Starship Flight 1, you know, is the pad still intact? I think should be an item on the checklist. And from this angle, at least, the pad looks intact.
Yeah, I have no idea what we even said during liftoff, by the way. Do you know these liftoffs where you, like, just forget? I forgot. I have no idea what we just said, and I'm so happy about it.
You know what, Adrian? I think that's called being in the moment.
Yes.
And I'm glad you were. I'm glad you were, because I sure was. So much so that, y'all, I forgot to record, and I'm so sorry, but I was in the moment.
It happens. It happens to the best of it. Best of us. Oh my gosh. We have an all caps message in our back channel from DWise, rendering what might be my favorite slow-mo ever. All in all caps. That's going to be a treat. We do have replays coming down the pipe, so stay tuned for the replays. Don't go anywhere. Launch itself may be over, but there's still more to come.
It finally launched.
Hey, do we have you in comms?
Yep, it launched and it didn't come back down and land.
Yes, I am here in
it
comms,
did,
and
just
my
not
slow-mo is
softly.
in fact
I
rendering
think I'm gonna go.
right
It's pretty
now.
late.
Alright.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
see you
How
then.
was that?
Bye.
What was your reaction to seeing it crawl off the pad like that?
So I knew it was going to be slow off the pad. I did. I was ready for it to be slow off the pad, but I just kept watching it, and it wasn't really moving, and it was just barely moving, and I was wondering, like, that it seems too slow to be right, but oh my gosh, it launched, and I feel like slow-mo was almost unnecessary for that liftoff section, but wow, we just watched that happen.
Sure did.
I'm pretty sure I can hear Max losing his mind in the background.
Yeah.
Max, are you there?
Me too.
Maybe Max? Maybe no? All right, we'll come back to Max. Harry! We have Harry! Special bonus. Harry, what?
Right.
I don't even know what you're feeling. Are you alive?
That was pretty epic.
What's the definition of alive?
I mean, I can hear your voice, so I'm going to assume that I am not communicating with a being from beyond the grave. So you are alive.
A ghost.
I'm glad.
Yes.
You've been
yes.
following this program, Harry, closer than anybody I know. Just give us some thoughts. That was exceptional.
I don't have a watch on or anything, but my heart is going ballistic right now. it was so slow off the pad. I heard you guys saying this before, but it was so slow off the pad, and I was ready to fall on the floor and cry. Like I was like, what's going on? And then it cleared the TE, and I was like, we're going.
We're
And I was
going.
just like shaking the whole time. I could not function. And that doesn't happen to me during launches, but I could not function. I am so happy. I just want to give a shout out to the whole team at Blue Origin. I am so proud of them for this. This is amazing, and I know they've been fighting for this for a long time. So I just want to give them a shout out. Everyone who put their heart and soul into this.
Absolutely, Harry. Thank you for doing that. I really feel like it's something that we should reiterate frequently. That
All right, well, I think
all
I'm
of
gonna
this stuff is
end
on
the
the back
stream.
of. Oh, we got the replays. Oh my gosh,
Look
we
at
got
that.
the replays.
Wait, no, never mind.
I have been on 100%.
Here we go.
This was the moment I expected a pad fallback.
Right.
This was exactly the moment I was like, oh no.
Right.
It was so slow.
It's so cool to see how the plume changes from origin. Or sorry, changes from
Origin.
orange. I can't even talk. The plume changes from orange to blue as it ascends, and there's less other things for it to burn other than just methane.
You can see it's
Right.
Absolutely
blue because of
beautiful.
the
Max,
reflections on the clouds.
while we're watching replays, are you alive?
Dude,
Dude,
like I'm borderline speechless. It finally happened, dude. She's
it
gone.
finally happened. It
I'm
finally
looking
happened.
over at 36 and she's gone. New Glenn's not there anymore, dude.
Now, okay, I'm not asking you to commit to anything here.
Wait,
all right?
replays. Oh, this is my camera.
Oh, this is you?
Oh my
Holy
God,
cow,
yeah.
my guy! Look how slow it is. Look how slow it is.
it's so slow.
Look at the mock diamonds.
Look at the mock diamond.
Oh, look at the mock diamonds. Look at that. Max, you made that footage. You made that art today. You just made that.
Speaking of art, I did still step away for a moment. I need to upload something to shop.nasaspaceflight.com. Be right back.
Go, 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 go.
Oh my God.
Go. Let's more replays. I demand more replays. More.
We need more replays, people.
More replays, more better. Max, give us your. I mean, any further thoughts as you are coming off the adrenaline roller coaster here?
All of the predictions we had, or that I called about this looking like just a scaled up Terran 1 were absolutely correct. That exhaust was incredibly blue, and the mock diamonds looked incredible, but it moved so much slower off the pad than I initially thought. I didn't know if something was wrong at first, but there were a bunch of blue employees over here at the edge of the pier, and they were all losing their minds, as you can imagine, as it began to clear the tower. Oh my God, dude, it's gone.
It's gone. All right, so I'm not holding you to anything here. You're not committing, but like, I mean, the audience all wants to know. Operation
That's a pretty nice
Starglen?
shot.
Question mark.
Oh God, is this really the time to ask that question?
I had
it's purple in this
to do
video.
it, dude. I'm sorry.
Can I answer and just say that we have already pushed our flights based on when this went in the window? And yes, they are the same flight once again, but it's
The
iffy.
heck was that a
But
face?
maybe
Chances are not zero, but
Perfectly
if
resembled a
Starship
face.
does
That was
end up
really
pushing
weird.
to Friday for whatever reason, then we will both be there.
Awesome. Well,
Oh,
I hope one way
The
or the
stations are polling. Stations are polling maybe for that operation.
other. Rental car, maybe. Airplane ticket, maybe. Baggage fees, maybe.
Very quickly, I just want to say this shot here is from Fleet Cam, venerable old Fleet Cam, which has been at Rusty's for years and years and years. And we just found out the other night whilst getting ready for this stream, Fleet Cam could actually see sorry, Harry. Harry's going to kill me now. Launch Complex
Shame on you.
36. Sorry, Harry.
I
You
forgot
can see
Harry's
the
here.
pad.
Yeah.
How could you forget?
I'm sorry. I'm
That's a
sorry.
really wide view. Oh,
I'm just so happy we can
Lights
like
up the
sit here and
clouds.
celebrate such a cool launch. And again, I know there are some people like, oh, it didn't land. How do you know how rare it is for
It
a
didn't
company to
land.
reach orbit on the first attempt? That's incredibly rare.
It is. It really is. And you know, again, I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but their freaking motto is step by step ferociously. And you know, here we are. A lot of people don't know Blue Origin's been around longer than SpaceX. They were founded before SpaceX as a
Really?
company. So it's been a long,
did not know that.
long road. But hey, how do you get down a long road? Step by step,
Is that all they did? They
ferocious.
did New Shepard and then New Glen.
Can I give some context to that? Like,
Please, by all means.
about the whole.
Heck.
Okay, so I won't go too long here because I'll bore you all and you probably kick me out. But the whole thing about like Blue Origin being older than SpaceX, there's nothing wrong with that, right? The company was founded before, but they had a very different approach because, as far as I understand, SpaceX from day one was like, okay, we want to get to orbit, whereas Blue Origin was like, okay, we're going to do like research and development, and they had no intentions of going orbital until, what was it, 2016, something like that. Well, that was at least when they announced it. But so they started much, much later. And I just want to provide that context because I think a lot of people
Well,
seem to think
spotlighted
that
the
Blue Origin
engines.
were trying to get to orbit from day one. And that's not the case. So
I'm almost done with metal print work here. Give me like 2 more
Wow,
minutes.
the clouds.
All right, you got it. You got it. Harry, that was a fine answer. We wouldn't be mad if you gave us a long answer. We like long answers here.
I don't think I have a long answer in me, to be honest.
I told you, it's like
that's fair.
reflecting
Completely
off
fair.
the ground.
I don't even know what to think
into the
anymore.
clouds.
That was exceptional.
Crazy.
The entire team. I'm so excited to see the stuff they make. Adrian, I'm excited to see what you're doing in the store right now.
Yep. 2 more minutes.
You said that a minute ago.
Give me a minute.
But when will then be now?
Then will be now very soon.
Okay. Is it now?
Just let me finish this, please.
I'm the worst. I'm sorry. Luke, thank you for the support. Daniel, thank you for the support. Anonymous, thank you. Anne,
Wow, that
thank
get
you.
down
Chris,
fast.
thank you.
Somebody
Josh
at
Schulten, thank
32,000
you.
viewers.
Sumner, thank you. Y'all, we can't have teams on multiple coasts covering this stuff without your support. Speaking of your support, look at what those cameras are being supported right now. That is this crazy Boss Hog new tracking rig that we have deployed at the Cape. Das got this all tinkered up and worked out, brought it down to the Cape, and then immediately flew here to Starbase for Starship. Meanwhile, D and Max have been working out the bugs and getting this thing up and running, and holy cow, I can't wait to see D's slow-mo. But yeah, that's
But
three.
the color of that plume on the clouds, it almost looks like moonlight, like a spotlight
so
just gently
blue.
growing on
Yeah.
that cloud.
Yeah, you're right. It
That
looked-
looks like a jellyfish, dude. It's in the middle of the night.
It's wild. It's just wild.
Hey, Jack.
What's up?
If that's how New Glenn looked at night, imagine Starship.
I was just thinking that, Max. You read my mind. This has gotten me somehow even more hyped for Starship night launches. Like, you know, Terran obviously got me hyped for night launches. Vulcan obviously has me hyped for Methalox night launches. But holy cow, dude. New Glenn.
Blue.
I'm so bummed I couldn't be there for this one, but rest assured, I'm so excited to see New Glenn lift off in the very near future.
So,
Look
there's
how
this person.
slow it is. Do you guys think?
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
assume you meant to say
I,
Starship.
I think it's. Well, I actually no. Give me like a moment because I think Kevin needs time to pull it up.
All
right, well-
do you think it's this slow just because this is the first launch, or do you think it was this
Prozo.
slow and it will always
Put
be
out
this
then,
slow?
'cause it is
I mean,
late.
the
I mean-
payload,
I don't know if
the
this
I
is
think
payload
just
weighed
me.
like nothing.
I think ahead of time, we
Um,
kind of predicted that.
And I don't really have anything to comment on it. That's why I've been silent for the past like 10 minutes.
Not very high.
So,
oh my God, look at that light.
I'll see you guys.
Beautiful. Looks like it's
Wow.
spot